Hi, my name is Rich Kemp. I'm a sales engineer for All World Machinery. I've been with the company since 1998, and today we're going to discuss bearing configurations and some crossing and show you how easy it is to do. So with today's speeds on the high-speed spindles and your oil, your corrosive oil, your coolant, you can have your numbers wear off on your bearing, but don't fret. We're going to be able to help you figure out what you had to start with. Even if you have a limited number, we can help you figure out your bore size. Look at application for you. We can help with those problems. So for today's example, we have a partial bearing number on a spindle. You've got the spindle part, you've got the bearing in front of you. All you can read is what you see here. It's pretty limited information. We're going to help you finish the part number. The first thing we would ask you, if you give us N30K, first we're going to ask you, can you tell if there's 2 rows of balls on that bearing? If it's a single row, it's going to be an N. If you've got 2 rows there, it's an NN. So you tell us you've got 2 rows, we're going to go ahead and make that an NN. And then we've got the 30, which is your series number. We're missing the bore size. So we're going to have you simply measure the ID of your bearing. Come back to with 70 millimeter ID. We're going to plug a 14 in there. That's a code for 70 millimeter ID. The next piece of information your bearing was missing, which is okay, is the cage material. We're going to put you in an NSK bearing. We're going to suggest MB, which is machine bronze material on the cage. It's great for high speeds, heavy loads, and should be good to go with our suggestion. Your bearing also you gave us a K, which is a key indicator in a spindle bearing. But K universally calls out tapered bore, meaning you don't have a straight bore shaft on your spindle. That's good information you gave us, so we know you have a tapered bore. That'll help us figure downstream other bearings you might need for your spindle. Next in your numbering system, what we're missing is the call out for oil hole or grease packed bearing, which is okay. In our universal flush NSK bearings, you can use them for grease application or oil, simply because the grease will not escape out of the oil hole, but you can put oil in. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. We're going to put an RE44. That will call out your oil hole. The next thing in your equation would be your radial clearance. Your part number is worn off, so we don't know what that was. So we're going to put you into a recommended CC1 radial clearance. It's perfect for spindles, high-speed spindle these days, so CC1 is the way to go. Last but not least, we don't know the precision grade of your bearing, but with today's speeds, we're not going to put you anything less than the best, so we're going to put you into a P4, which is ABEX 7, one of the best rated bearings for a spindle out there. So to summarize, given your partial part number you gave us, we're able to ask you certain questions about your application, about the bearing itself, and come up with a good, suitable replacement on the shelf, probably much cheaper than anywhere you're going to find. And how we did that is we just asked you, the customer, a little bit about your bearing and how you're using it. And we came up with our full NSK number. I'll break it down for you. We had started out with N30K. That was the only part numbers on the bearing we had to work with. We were able to have the customer help us figure out that it was a double row cylindrical, meaning it had 2 rows of balls. We had the series, which is the 3000 series, very popular in spindles. You told us the bore size on the ID was 70 millimeters. We plugged in our 14 right there. That's your bore size. We put you into a machine bronze cage, which is perfect for high speed and load in a high speed spindle. We're going to put you into a bearing that has an oil hole. You can oil the bearing from the outside, or if you're a packed grease application, the grease will not escape, so you can use the oil hole. CC1 is a standard clearance. We didn't have that from you. We suggest that for this type of application. And of course, we put you into the best precision grade there is for spindles, which is P4.